Hi everyone, it's me, Darlene. It is time for another YouTube earnings update. We will be doing an update for the first 2 weeks of October 2017. If you're not familiar with this series, I have a playlist link down below and also on the end screen. I started this series like March or April of 2016, and I show you twice a month my analytics, let you know what I earned, just to give you a realistic view of what it's like to be a content creator on YouTube. Gives you an idea of how much you have to put into it and how long it takes to actually make some decent money. Tonight we will also be talking about the fact that it's not for sure money. Nothing is. Nothing ever is. You can be working at a business that you've been at for 20 years and you can be without a job tomorrow. We just never know. But I'm starting to get a little bit more scared about the unpredictability of YouTube, and I will talk about that as we go through the stats. So let's just jump in and get started. I am looking at the first 2 weeks of October. I will be comparing to the first 2 weeks of September. I don't do comparisons to past years at this time. I will do that when I do the full month of October. Videos, I uploaded 22 videos for the first 2 weeks of October. In September, I uploaded 23. Subscribers, I went up a tiny little bit. In September, I got 1,604 net subscribers. Some come, some go. I was left with 1,604. For the first 2 weeks of October, I was left with 1,627. So it's up a little bit, and that brings me to a current total of 31,424 subscribers. So that's pretty cool. Views are down a little bit. September were 242,299. October, 220,270. Watch time also down a little bit. September was 183, where am I? September was 1,838,980 minutes of watch time, and for October we have 1,483,877. Retention was 46% for the first 2 weeks of September, 44% for October. Gender went up a little bit. We grew a boy. We grew one little boy. It was 13% boys, 87% girls for September, and for the first 2 weeks of October, it is 14% boys, 86% girls. Shares went down. I had 1,413 shares, if that number is written down the right way. I'm not sure if it's a 4 or a 9. I think it's a 4. So 1,413, and my shares for the first 2 weeks of October, 1,304. Still quite impressive. Thank you so much for sharing my videos. It is the best way you can help a YouTuber, is to share videos. My end screen is down a tiny bit. For the first 2 weeks of September, 2.87% of my elements that show up on my end screen actually got clicked, and for the first 2 weeks of this month, it is 2.78. My traffic, when I go into analytics, I want to show you something that you might find interesting in the traffic sources. My traffic sources for the first 2 weeks of September was 58% suggested videos and 21% browse. And for the first 2 weeks of October, 60% suggested videos and 19% browse. I thought that suggested videos and the browse feature are probably the top traffic source for everyone, but apparently not. I watched a tipster who showed his stats, and search was his top traffic source. I would like to be found more often in search. My search is like down there. And I know I have very searchable terms. The good thing is when somebody does search for something that I have done, like for a quilt, a certain type of quilt for instance, I get found, because there's like certain terms like crumb quilting that is highly searched and not much content. So at least if somebody does search for those things, I do get found, but I would like to get found in searches more. And that's what I'm going to show you inside analytics. I'm going to show you how you can see what people are searching for to find you. And that's really interesting because it gives you ideas as to what you can use for keywords or phrases in your title, in your tags, in your description. You look at what people are searching for and then you use that combination of words. And it also gives you ideas for new videos. Okay, playlists. My videos appeared in 4,109 playlists so far this month, and that's down a little bit. First 2 weeks of September, it was 4,153. I do want to remind people there is a big difference between somebody putting one of your videos in a playlist and outright stealing your videos. I get emails from people saying, so-and-so stole one of your videos. I had somebody said, oh my God, Darlene, somebody took your whole playlist. They uploaded your whole playlist on their YouTube account. That's not stealing anything. That is helping a content creator greatly. If somebody takes your video and they create a playlist and they put your video in the playlist, that video in there, when somebody clicks on it to watch it, is still going to be giving you or me, you know, the content creator, the credit. They didn't take that video and upload it as their own and have their name showing underneath as though it's their own video. As long as my name, Darlene Michaud, is there when that video plays, I'm getting the credit for that. Doesn't matter who has it in what playlist. It's just that they're like organizing it so that they can find my or your or their favorite videos quickly and easily. And the awesome thing is playlists can be found in search. So somebody might search for something and it might pull up that person's playlist, and they might go to that playlist and look down and say, oh, I think I'll watch this one and this one. Oh, and I'll watch this one. And that one might be my video. It might be your video. So being in other people's playlists is a very good thing. A very good thing, and it's not in any way doing something wrong. As for the revenue, and I'm going to talk a little bit about that, it is down a little bit. For the first 2 weeks of September, I was at $710.47, and for the first 2 weeks of October, I'm at $643.61. So not quite $100 difference. So like $65, is that right? So that's not horrible by any means. But with that said, I'm going to tell you what I found is going on my channel. Alka-Seltzer. My special treat. I love Alka-Seltzer. This started happening probably mid-September, and it happened for like a week or so, and then it stopped happening, and now it's back to happening. Almost every one of my videos, when I upload it to YouTube, before I even put it out there as public, when I upload a video, it gets uploaded as unlisted, and then that gives me a chance to go in and set up my end screen and things like that, and then when that end screen is done, I make it public and it goes live to everyone. Well, lately, no matter what the video is, when I upload, and as soon as it's done uploading, the monetization gets a little yellow sign or something. I can't remember exactly what it is. I should know because I've been looking at it enough. And what it is it's saying that it's not advertiser friendly, and I have a chance to click on request a manual review. I click on that review every single time, and every single video has been accepted because there's nothing wrong with my videos. They are absolutely advertiser friendly. Now, some of you might think that potty mouth makes them not advertiser friendly. No, advertisers know better than that. And it's not like issues about talking about God or anything like that, because to prove that, every one of my videos has gone through manual review, and every single one of them gets monetized after that review. I also have quilt videos that don't even have one swear word in them, where I'm just talking for maybe 5 minutes and then there's a little digital quilt show at the end. Those are also coming up as not suitable. The ironic thing about that is my quilt videos are earning among the highest advertiser rates that I get. They're attracting high-paying ads, so there's absolutely nothing wrong with those videos. So the good news is that yes, they're all passing through this review and they're coming out as a winner at the end, but I'm losing 1 to 2 days of revenue by them being flagged automatically. This is not somebody reporting me. This is being done before anybody even knows that video exists. I'm losing 1 to 2 days of revenue. And like for instance, the one that I just did, I got oh, I was up to like maybe 2,100 views before it finally made it through review. You know, that's a lot of views to not be getting paid on. Most of my videos, I know I have some that earn big, but most of my videos earn the most in the first 2 days. The first day especially, but the first 2 days, and then they just kind of, you know, get some residual earnings as time goes by, unless they get picked up by YouTube. So it's important that I don't lose that revenue. And I am losing that revenue, and I'm losing it often because they're all coming up that way, and I have to go through the little manual review type thing. I'm hoping it's a glitch that won't last long, but it has been there before, and I'm sure it will come back again. I'm not the only one. There are other people going through the same thing. It's frustrating, but there's really not much that we can do about it. I think sometimes YouTube just makes changes to the algorithm, and the bots just pick up different things, and they have to, unfortunately, go through review before we can start earning on those videos, so I don't like that. With that said, I am exploring Patreon, not because of that problem, but it dawned on me the other night when that other one was stuck for 2 days, and I was like over 2,000 views, and it still wasn't monetized. I was like, oh, this is another good reason that I'm looking at Patreon. And when I say I'm looking at it, I am seriously looking at it. I have an account. I'm trying to set it all up. I'm changing my mind about different ways that I'm doing things. So it's, you know, it's a for sure coming. It's just that I want to make sure I do all the reading and I know a lot about it before I let you guys know about it. And it's not going to affect my channel in that I'm still going to have videos on YouTube, as I always do, that are free for everyone, but I want a place where I can let loose and be free to do whatever I want. I'm quite sure that the videos that I have in mind would probably get flagged on YouTube and probably would get demonetized, so I don't even want to deal with that. I just figure I'll go to Patreon, and if there are people who want to watch those videos above and beyond what I do on YouTube, then we can do that there, and we'll have a fun little group over there, and all is good. However, if YouTube is going to start, you know, doing all kinds of things that are going to hurt my earnings, I absolutely have to find other avenues, because I don't want to wait and, you know, be earning a decent amount of money and then all of a sudden have it go kaput like it did for me when I was doing the coupon business. You know, the coupons, I was earning a good chunk of money, and then all of a sudden the affiliates started changing the way they were paying us, and you know, it was quite apparent we weren't earning at the same percentage that we were earning before, and they were hush-hush about it, and you know, it just all sucked. You know, it was just like in the matter of a few months, my earnings went from several $1,000s per month to a few hundred. I mean, it was just quite shocking. But, and that's what made me go full-time YouTube. I was like, okay, it's time to leave this gig, and I'm just going to move on to something else. But I don't want to build this up and then have it disappear. And it can disappear at any time. It just can. People even accidentally lose their accounts for no good reason. It's just a very scary thing. So I want to be in other places too. And that's where I'm heading, to other places. Doesn't mean I'm leaving YouTube, but it does mean that I don't want to rely on it solely. Okay, let's do the countries. I had a total of 198 countries look at my videos so far this month. US, UK, Canada are my top 3. US is 68% of the watch time. UK 9.1, Canada 5.9, Australia 3.1, Germany 1.2, India 1.1, Netherlands 0.5, Sweden 0.5, Philippines 0.5, and Russia 0.5. We don't have Russia often, do we? My bottom 5, oh, I gotta go look on my computer, hang on. Okay, my bottom 5 countries are Åland Islands. I'm not going to listen to pronunciations, we're just going with it. That's 5th from last, and then Micronesia, I think that's probably how you say that. And then Tajikistan. How am I doing? I think I'm doing pretty good. I think I'm getting used to these. Mali, and then Turkmenistan. Together, they got me about 2 minutes of watch time. A lovely 2 minutes. I am sure they enjoyed spending that time with me. My top 5 states in the United States are California with 8.6% of the watch time, Texas 7.9%, Florida 5.4%, New York 4.1%, Michigan 4.0%. Maine, my home state, came in 12th place. I need to start watching my own videos, I guess. Bottom 5 states, Montana, Wyoming, Vermont, Delaware, and dead last, Alaska. They each got about 7 to 8 minutes of watch time. Now, you know, when I think of how, you know, many subscribers we can get, I feel like, oh, you know, there's not that many people. I'm going to run out of people who will subscribe to my videos. You know, although we know that there are people out there with millions of subscribers. You got to figure if there's like 7 minutes of watch time in Alaska, that's probably what, 1 person watching? I think there's more than 1 person in Alaska. You know what I mean? So when you look at it that way, there are so many people we can tap into. I want those people. So anyway, let's go look at the stats, and I'm going to show you the, oh yeah, the search thing. I think it's cool.
You can see we are looking at October 1st through the 15th, 2017, and here are my earnings. And it really is a sad couple of weeks. I mean, I have quite a few in the $30. You know, it's just going down. I think I only have 1 over $50. But, you know, I have to always remind myself that there was a time not too long ago where I would have been thrilled to see this after a full month. So I'm really quite happy to have that be half a month. And we will just keep working at it. Oh, let's go down and see what's earning. We know it's my glass pendants, always in the lead. And then some how to quilt as you go stuff. You know, mostly the quilting things, and some tag-alongs are up there. Let me just scroll down, and you can pause if you want to study anything. Ooh, I wanted to show you one thing that I'm excited about. I was hoping it would be ready for today, but it wasn't. Let's look at my lifetime. Look, I'm almost at $10,000 for lifetime earnings. I'm only $5 short. I couldn't earn a stinking $5 to have that ready for this. Well, for sure I'll be over that for the next update. Let's go look at traffic sources. I am in the traffic sources, and I switched back to the first 2 weeks of October. And when you go down, you can see here's my suggested videos, browse feature. Even playlists are coming ahead of YouTube search. Only 3.1% of the watch time is coming from people who used search to find me. But here's what you can do. You go and click on your YouTube search. And again, we're looking at the first 2 weeks of October. This is what people have searched for to find me. My name. They're smart. Quilt as you go. Crumb quilt. Zero carb diet. I did not know that anybody was searching for me under that. Unknown. Interesting. A lot of quilting stuff. Zero carb. I actually got interrupted by the phone, so I don't know exactly where I was. Oh, but look, Darlene Michaud hair. Somebody actually searched for that. Meat-only diet. You know, I just think that's very interesting. And then I wanted to show you that if you have a video that's doing fairly good, you can, like, look at that one video. These are just popping up, but you can, you know, type your video title up there and it will look for it. Like, if I wanted to do glass pendants, it's going to pull it up. And let's look at what people are searching for to find me, to find that video. Dollar Tree Crafts, Flat Marble Crafts, Glass Pebble Craft, How to Make Pendants. So this gives me an idea of things that people are searching for. So I really should be making more of these videos. I'm just not motivated to. You know, it's, even though I know it's the smart thing to do, you can't really do something unless you really feel like doing it, or it just doesn't work. But I will consider it. Anyway, I just wanted to show you that. So let's go back to the camera.
I did want to mention, and I should have showed you the graph of, you know, my almost $10,000 worth of earnings on YouTube. I have been on YouTube now for 3 years, and the first year is like this, like down here, just, you know, in the couple dollars range. The second year started to pick up, but it's really been only about a year and a few months, year and a half, that I have been working hard at this. So that's where most of the earnings came in. It is very slow going. I know that that might sound like a nice big chunk, but over 3 years, that's not a lot of money. But do go look in your analytics at your search terms and see what people are searching for to find you. I think it's very helpful to know that. I guess that's it for now. I will be back with the full month of October at the beginning of November, usually around the 2nd or 3rd of the month. At that point, I will compare back to previous years, including my very first year on YouTube. I just started doing that, and I think it's going to be interesting to see if I earned, you know, did I earn $5 3 years ago? I don't know. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back with more soon. Bye!